everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever the case may be, and whatever part of the world you're living in. And welcome back to another live stream from Jat's World. How y'all doing out there tonight? Y'all having a good day? You enjoying your weekend? Well, I hope you are. Excuse me. Now, how about them games tonight? Now, here locally, I know a lot of y'all that watch the stream and tune into my radio broadcast. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Because you follow the NCAA tournament almost as like a religion to most of us. And I got to say, I have got to say that right now, there's no joy in Mudville. No, there's no joy in Mudville at all. If you're a fan of the Kentucky Wildcats, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. You finish up the season ranked 7th in the country, even though I don't think you really should have finished that high, because you lost to Tennessee in the championship in the first round that you played in the conference tournament. Then the basketball gods shine upon you and give you a 2 seed in the NCAA tournament. And what do? You sit there and you get beat by an itty bitty school. Okay, was it St. Patrick or St. Charles? Some type of saint school. I'll have to go back and look at the bracket later on to get the name exactly. But still, it's a 15 seed. Okay? It's a 15 seed. And it's a little bitty school. Now, I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up the ass and say, oh, well, let me look at the bracket here real quick to really get their name right. Okay. St. Peter's. Yeah, that's it. St. Peter's. I mean, come on. Think about that. I could make so many funny jokes about the name Peter, but we won't go there. But anyway, you're going in a 2 seed, and you're playing against a 15 seed in St. Peter's. Now, yes. 15 seeds do occasionally upset 2 seeds in some tournament time. That's the beauty part of the NCAA tournament. It's one and done. If you get on a hot streak, you're on your way. And if you don't, well, then, you had to suffer the loss like we did. Now, I'm sitting there just trying to still digest all of this, quite honestly. I mean, if you think about it. Hey there, Carmi, how are you? Yes, I'm live. Down there at the studio, if you want to come on down. Oh, I mean, I swear. It's enough to drive you absolutely insane. It really is. Oh, man. Now, going into this season, I'm going to tell you like it is. You got Coach Calipari going into it. It was his 13th year coaching at the university. It's been 10 years since he won a national title. Been 3 years since he won a conference title. And when you are a place like Kentucky, you expect to be competitive each and every year. Now, do we expect you to win every title every year? No. Will we expect you to do better than what you've been doing over the past several years? I mean, if you look at the Just talking about the NCAA tournament alone. Okay, we didn't make the tournament last year because we didn't win. We only won 9 games. Worst season in Kentucky history. We've never just only won 9 games before. Then you didn't have You didn't have tournament the year before that because of COVID. So your last 2 tournament appearances, you follow up with losing in the first round tonight, and then the tournament that you appeared to the last time before this, you lost in the second round that year. Can we see another little trend here coming? What can I say? After 13 years, it's time to pack up the bags and send them on down the road. Because you ain't getting the job done no more. But that's just my opinion. And, when I say this publicly, here locally, people, they sit there and say, well, who are you going to get in return? Well, if I was the athletic director and in charge of the boosters and all that, board of directors, and I'm going to have to go through a rebuilding year process anyway, I want fresh blood. I wouldn't want somebody that's kind of, let's tell you what it is. They screwed the pooch. Alright? They screwed the pooch. Now we're going to sit here for the next 2 odd weeks. Maybe 3. Watch all these other little fucking schools playing and winning and moving on. I'll tell you right now, that just blew my bracket all to crap. You lose your champion when you pick to win it all on your NCAA bracket you build out in the first weekend. Yeah, you might as well just rip that little piece of paper up and throw it in the trash. Alrighty, my little deviant ones. If y'all want to come on down and join in the discussion or even change the topic, I had no problem with that. Come on down. If you're a Second Life citizen, if you're tuned in through other ways outside in the real, well, and you want to say something, you know what to do. Drop the station an email at jackbetson.com, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Now, how is Gerald's end of the week starting to shape up? Oh, it's going to be a doozy, isn't it? Alright, but other than that, things are going alright, I guess, for the most part. You know how things go. It's up and down, all around, and all kinds of little things. Oh, shit. Oh, I'll take a couple hours and kind of boil over in the loss and rant and rave like I'm doing right now, and it'll be over with, and I'll move on. This is how I deal with Kentucky losses. It wouldn't be so bad if you'd have baseball season to look forward to. But now I'm sitting there watching, people doing trades and all this shit for my Cincinnati Reds, and I'm watching them cut the whole entire roster. So that means it's going to be a long simmer dealing with baseball because it's looking like the Reds are going to suck too. So, oh, joy, yeah. There's no joy in Mudville today. None. None whatsoever. Oh, man. Anyway, it is what it is. Things could be worse, I guess. We're also, living in some dark times, and we're all dealing with one thing or another. That's usually why you gotta try to find pleasure wherever you can find it, enjoy it, drink it up until it's bone dry, and move on. Oh, man. So I'm sitting there thinking that I'll sit there and go live for a little bit, kind of gauge the temperature of Second Life and see how everybody's doing. Right now it seems pretty dead in here in the virtual world, which that's to be expected because, hey, spring is coming and not everybody wants to hang out on the computer all the time. This time of year usually starts slowing down for Second Life all the way around. But it's time to wake up, people. Oh, yeah. You know what? While I'm trying to get my thoughts together and figure some shit out, let's gonna check out go back to a little bit of the music here a little bit. Be right back. Alrighty. We'll do this one time. Sorry about that. Had to check out a few things. Now that I got all that taken care of, now, what is it you all want to talk about tonight? I've done one on my little rant and rave about the whole Kentucky fiasco. So what is it you all would like to rant and rave about? If there is something you want to get off your chest and you're a Second Life citizen, don't be shy. Say hi. You can reach me in Discord as well. Or you can send a shout out in the YouTube chat. And if you are a Second Life citizen and you want to come on down and join the show, you're more than welcome to. Hit me up with a name. I'll send you a TV. And now I'll tell you what. I'll even send a little link out here in the YouTube chat. Give me 1 second here real quick. And we'll go from there. After all, it is a Thursday night. What else do you got to do, really? Sit at home, read a book, watch TV, and kill some brain cells? Oh, yeah. No, I'm kidding. There's nothing wrong with watching a little TV every now and then, as long as you don't overdo it. Because, yeah, the TV screen will kill his brain cells. It'll chew away your retinas, too. Alright, let's see here. Alright, for you people watching the YouTube channel, and you're a Second Life citizen, here you go. Here, if you want to come on in, check the chat description, click on that, and come on down. Have some fun. I don't bite too hard. Unless I'm in the mood to. Oh, yeah. You know, I don't know if y'all are hearing it or not, but it seems like I'm hearing a little bit of an echo. Really faint on my end. Maybe it's me. I'll have to watch the rebroadcast of the stream when I'm done. Alright. Zoom back around here a little. I swear, man, I'm telling you. Life is just about the chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. You really don't. Hello there, Lady Mickey. How you doing? You want to come on down? I just sent you the link. And I'll even send it to you in IM real quick. Alright, now that taking care of that little IM, if there's anybody else that wants to shoot the shit, I'm going to come on down. You met with an IM just like Lady Mickey just did in World and see where the day goes, you know? I don't really plan on being live a great deal long, but we'll see how things go, if things pick up or not. It's been a strange day. But what can you say, you know? Life has the strange things, you know, that you have no idea what's going to happen from one day to the next. You can sit there and you can plan and plan and plan. I think you got a good feel of situations, the temperature of the room per se. And then you find out that it's like 10 degrees colder or warmer than you initially thought it was. You gotta roll with the punches when that happens and just kind of go with it. Now, I also want to talk to you all about, there's a few of you all that I got an email from over this past week. And you wanted to know more about the whole alien thing that I'm working on. Well, in case you didn't hear the video that I put out the other day, I'll tell you now. It's basically a prequel to the Aliens in Second Life that I've already done. Alright? It's going to focus more on the alien coming down into Jat's world, entering the environment, etc. Going to give more of its backstory and where they really came from. Now, it's going to be, the way I'm shooting it, it's not going to look anything like, if you didn't really know what kind of software I was using and so like it, you're not going to really tell if it's a Second Life video or not. Until you look at the avatars, of course. But I'm talking just as far as just looking at the footage. Yeah, I've never seen any other Second Life YouTuber do any type of filming like I'm going to be doing it. So we're kind of breaking new ground here. So it should be quite entertaining. Hopefully you all will like it and then maybe tune in and give me feedback. Let me know if you want more content like this and I'll work on it. Because after all, after me speaking my mind on shit, the rest of the time is pretty much up to you and see how you really want to invest your YouTube watching time. You know, it's well, you know, seriously, I got to really think about this a lot the other day. I'm sitting there watching a few other YouTube channels that are Second Life related, and I've stumbled across a couple of people that don't even produce any content anymore. Apparently, their video has been like at least a year, 2 years old, and it's amazing to me because their content was actually some of it was exploring content. I'm like, yeah, you know, I've been saying that for a while that we need more content like that. But you know, we still going on that big thing right now. The current fad and for Second Life YouTube content right now is trolling videos. Yeah, I'm still gonna bring that up every now and then because that way, you know, I don't let all those toxins build up into your system and you end up going mad. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Sure you do. mm. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying. Have you ever really thought about what's the value out of trolling content? I mean, yeah, okay, maybe you can get a laugh or two, maybe, but what does it cost? What do you really gain from it? Okay, I'm gonna get off my little. I'm not even gonna go there today. Not today. No. Cause I'm still trying to shake off the stink that is that Kentucky loss. All right, that's really gnawing at me right now. But like I said, it will go away a little bit later on tonight. After a good night's sleep, I'll probably feel the effects of it a little bit tomorrow, but it won't be bothering me like it is today. Oh no. Well, it doesn't look like Lady Mickey wants to come on down. She might be a little shy. You know, she tends to get a little shy every now and then, but she's a good person. She usually goes running the other way when I am taping or on live feeds. I find it kind of funny, quite honestly. Anyway, oh, looky who just popped up. Wow. Hello, Anita. How are you? Oh, it might help if I turn my voice on, you know. Hello there, Anita. How are you?
Hello.
Don't you look nice tonight? All in your
Thanks.
green, so you won't be getting pinched, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, come
Although
on.
apparently I need to put on some red to get kissed.
Say what?
Didn't you see it in the Discord feed earlier today?
No, I really wasn't paying attention.
uh, Ariel said that better be wearing green, and if you're wearing red, I'll kiss you.
Ah, okay. Oh, that Ariel's a character now, I'm telling you.
So I said, apparently I need to put on some red.
Well, maybe. Then go out there and go trolling.
Yeah, no.
Oh, so how you doing?
I'm doing better than this morning.
Well, that's good. So what have you been getting into?
I was just watching TV all day and
Oh,
napping.
killing those little brain cells in those eyes. You know, TV will turn your brain
Absolutely.
to, TV will turn your brain to mush.
And so will the computer.
Well, yeah, but it's necessary evil, though. Well, it's good to see you. I was wondering if I was
Thank
going to
you.
hog tie you and drag you down here by your toes.
I just had to grab my dinner.
Uh-huh.
Corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes.
Well, that's good. So, how's your week been?
Long and short at the same time.
Long and short and okay, now, how in the hell is that possible? How can it be long and short?
It flew by, but it seemed to take forever.
Okay, well, I was gonna go another direction with it, but now we'll go with your direction instead. I mean, you could have said it could have been short and thin, and well,
Well, then that wouldn't make any sense. So when I said it was kind of long and short at the same time.
you have gentlemen trying to say you could have gone in the other direction with it and said short and thin. You're not getting the innuendo, but that's all right.
No, I'm purposely ignoring the innuendo.
Oh, okay. I see how you want to play. All right.
Well, weren't you being afraid of being slapped by YouTube?
Yeah.
Because if you really want to get into that line of thinking,
No, I don't think so.
that's
No,
not hard.
no. Well, okay. Well, now, it's so nice of you to say. Oh, goodness.
Or is it?
Well, I'll let your imagination do the wondering on that one. But Thursdays are usually very hard because you're gearing up for the weekend. And you just have no idea where it's going to go.
Right.
So, what would you like to talk about on the show today, my dear?
Mm, I don't know. I just thought I'd stop by and say hi.
Well, I'm glad you did. No, you're always welcome here, though.
Yeah, I went out exploring last night.
Oh, you did? Where'd you go?
I went to a few different places. I went to what was the name of that first place I went to? Oh, yeah, I went to the new Turtle Beach.
New Trouble Beach, huh?
Yep. Not completely together. She's still putting everything out and placing everything, but it's pretty cool so far. She's got this one little area on one corner of the beach where she's got sharks sitting in seats with octopus waiters. They're just sitting there drinking a beer.
Wow. Now, that's the one place your friend was opening up, right?
No, Turtle Beach is a nudist beach that I've gone to for years.
Oh, okay. I thought it was being run by your friend, though.
No. In fact, it actually has changed owners.
Oh, okay.
Since when I first went there over 10 years ago. It's where Snooky and I used to go. That was like our hangout spot when we wanted to go to a nude beach because we didn't have a lot of random weirdos hitting on us.
Right.
And they have parties there and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. And they've got all kinds of games and stuff. They have a Simopolis instead of Monopoly.
Alrighty there, Slim Jim.
Just a different play on Monopoly.
Right.
Uh, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun once she's done with it.
Well, that
And
sounds
then
great.
I went over to Ambrosia because I hadn't been there in a really long time.
And how
I
was
should
it?
just stop there for a few minutes. Not as busy as it used to be. I mean, before used to be hard to get in there, because it was always packed. And it was always like super laggy because there are so many abbeys there.
Mm-hmm.
But since all that trauma
You're
stuff,
moving your head around from your mic, aren't you?
yeah, give me a minute. Let me put on my headset. It'll make it better.
Alright. Yeah, I kind of thought so, because you're fading away like you're walking down a tunnel, and then all of a sudden you're back again. Okay, I'll bite and do the whole fashion junkie type thing. So, who is your dress made by? Hmm? The viewers have just got to
Tara?
know. Let me guess you missed
I don't
part of
see
that,
anybody
didn't you?
asking about my dress.
No, you missed what I was saying then, apparently. I said,
Yeah, I was
okay,
putting on my headset.
yeah, okay, I'll do the whole fashion runway type show for just a little bit. So, Anita, tell me, who's your dress done by? The world just wants to know.
Tara? I think that's what it's called. Let me look.
Well, okay, that joke just kind of like bombed now, didn't it, people? Wow.
I mean, if you want a whole run through of everything I'm wearing, I can absolutely do that.
Well, if you want to do the whole fashion life type shit, because I saw there was like a fashion video on YouTube a couple days ago, and like, well, okay, people really doing that? All right.
Hey, takes all kinds. There's a lot of varied interest in SL.
Oh yeah, there is, there is.
And I was wrong, it was Tetra.
Oh, Tetra.
Hmm.
And happy St. Patty's Day to you too, as well, Carmi. Yeah.
What, you're only just getting that?
And yeah, I'm kind of bouncing from back and forth here, there.
Oh, gotcha.
Smart ass. You are a smart ass.
Yeah, it's like second nature.
Alright, for those of y'all that might have just tuned in and you're watching the live feed, welcome to Jets World. If you're brand new to the channel and you like the content that we produce here, hit that little subscribe button if you haven't already. Maybe a thumbs up on the content, and make sure you share with your friends. All that helps out with the algorithm and how it YouTube pushes particular channels. The more interaction you get with the channel as well, the more it produces more of the rhythm and all that heavy horse shit. Yeah, now that that's out of the way, if you want to dive deeper into Jets World as well, go to the webpage, jetvedson.com, and don't forget to check out the podcast of Jets World as well. Now, for those of y'all that don't know yet, I just completed episode 10 last week of the first season of Jack's podcast. Now, the whole theme of season 1 was Second Life dating. Now, I'm kicking around ideas and topics and themes for the second season, which I hope to launch within the next couple of weeks. If there's anything that you would like to see the podcast cover, let me know in world or drop the station an email at jackbatson.com and I'll definitely take it underneath advisement. Now, yay, heavy horse shit. And yeah. Now, how many of y'all out there have had any green beer tonight? After all, it's kind of a tradition to have green beer on St. Patrick's Day if you're a drinker. How about you, Anita?
No. Not a beer fan.
Ah,
So
you're
don't
not a beer
consume
fan.
beer.
Wow.
Nope. The only thing I've ever puked on. I've never puked with hard alcohol, but beer, yes.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. Now, why did you get sick on beer?
Because I hadn't, well, I was underage drinking for one.
Well, we don't condone that, by the way. Jat's World does not
Hey,
condone underage
parent
drinking.
parent fed it to me. Parent fed it to me.
Ah,
So, um, let's see. That was like years and years ago now. I was like 18, I think, at the time. And I
uh-huh.
hadn't eaten all day, and they had given me a couple beers, and they're like, "What? You're drinking on an empty stomach?" And then they forced me to eat some bread, and then drink some more, and so everything came right back up.
Oh, that's a no-no.
Yep, yep.
They forced you to drink. Now that's terrible.
Well, didn't give me much choice not to. They wouldn't say forced per se, but definitely talked into it.
Alrighty then. Well, moving along because we don't really want to get into any type of legal issues here on Jat's World.
Right. Well, it was a step parent situation type thing.
Okay. Well, that's entirely up to you. If you want to, I don't really. Do we really want to go down that road?
No, no, we're gonna leave it right there.
Good, good.
But you did ask why I had puked, and then
Well, yeah,
why
that's when you could have just said, I ate. You could have just been easy about it and said, well, I ate and then drank more and I got sick. That could have been one way to go with it.
yeah. Well, I only ever drank a couple times when I was underage. It's not really my thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I went through my party phase after I hit 21,
I think
like a
everybody
year and a
does.
half. Right.
Oh, so you were a wild child when you hit your adult age, huh?
Mm, well, after I turned 21, and I had a steady job, I would work hard and I played hard. I worked my butt off during the week, and then as soon as I got off work, I was
She said, play hard.
go out boozing it up with my friends. So
Right. You naughty, naughty girl, you. Shame on you.
yeah,
So, I'm assuming you're getting all revved up and ready to go for your alien encounter this weekend.
oh yeah. I've got to scream and run for the hills.
Oh, we'll see about that one, little one. Oh, yeah.
I have a
That,
great blood curdling scream. It just will hurt my throat for a couple hours afterwards.
oh, I'm sure you are. For those of y'all kind of
And
wondering what we're...
I might end up getting the cops called, so
Yeah.
I shouldn't do that.
Okay, for those of y'all that might be wondering what we're talking about, part of the show that I'm working on is going to be the alien encounter with human life. And Anita here has volunteered to be one of the voice actresses, along with the video actress that's going to encounter Alien Sato. So that should be very interesting, to be honest with you. I know I'm looking forward to it.
Only because of possible alien probing.
Hey, I didn't say anything about probing now. It's all in your little mind. Oh, are you letting some of your secret desires out, my dear? No,
Possibly. You
no,
never know.
yeah, you never know. It's quite funny though if you think about it. The whole alien concept. Why do us humans fear alien contact so much as a whole? I mean, we fear it so much that it even shines through a little bit on here in the virtual world of Second Life. When I brought Sato out before, and I brought him out several different times throughout the years, and
Hmm.
I go to certain sims and stuff like that. I try to strike up a conversation with somebody. They would all look at me like I'm crazy and move along.
I think because alien encounters have gotten such a bad rap that, when people talk about that stuff, people think they're crazy.
Well, maybe true, but we really haven't
I mean,
had
even,
any. We really haven't had any real alien encounters.
right, but even when you watch movies on it, it's constantly people jeering about the people who've claimed to have been abducted by aliens. Look at the Independence Day film. Um, I don't remember the character's name, but the dad with the three kids
Mm,
that ends up saving everybody there in the end.
mm-hmm.
He was jeered at, a few times in the movie when they first, introduced his character there at the beginning,
Right.
right before the alien showed up.
I
And
just.
they, again, they brought up the probing. And they have done that repeatedly throughout a few movies. They jeer at people and, oh, did you get probed?
And well, my personal belief is this right here. I think we, as a society anyway, we've kind of become idiots in that regard. Because you think about this for a
Hmm.
moment, okay? They're automatically assuming that an unidentified flying object is alien by nature. No, it's not. It is just a flying
Something
aircraft
unidentified.
that you cannot identify. Exactly. That doesn't mean that it's an alien going here to suck out your brain. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say yay or nay on the whole, oh, aliens exist. I find it kind of hard to believe that that Earth is the only planet out there that's supporting life.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe too.
I mean, just because we haven't discovered that planet yet doesn't mean that it's not out there.
Right. Well, even as a Christian, I find it hard to believe. Why would God stop at just one planet? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know his mindset.
Right. And if you look at the scientists and people that watch the stars and with all their fancy telescopes and all that, they're finding new planets each and every day and other different little solar systems that are more Earth-like than we ever thought before.
Hmm.
So there's no telling.
Exactly.
But in today's society, with everything that we got to worry about, with our governments at war and all this crap, yeah, I'm not gonna go all political, so don't worry about that. Just saying that to make a point, people. Don't you think the alien encounter will be the least of our concerns right now? Hell, I would have
Which would
only.
mean it would be a good time to have an alien encounter and possibly get the Earth invaded. At least it would bring everybody together.
Well, yeah, possibility. I was gonna go down that road, but yeah.
And I think the other reason that people, kind of bring up the whole down look on the whole alien encounter, or I'm not talking about unidentified flying object, not UFOs. I'm talking about aliens in general. I think
Right.
is because they push onto them our possible mindset. If we were to come across, a life form that we've never seen before, that people would be trying to uh, poke it and prod it and dissect it, and
Right.
so they assume the same thing of, some type of species that we've never encountered, you know, ever. That they would have the, same mindset.
Mm-hmm. I
My
think it's
two
just
cents is the
it's
opposite.
all out of fear, plain and simple. Now, if you really want to get all hypothetically, and there's a whole lot of stuff that the government does each and every day that we don't know about.
Hmm.
Now, that's as far as I'm going to go with government talk. Because people tend not to like it when Jack goes political, but I don't really like to go political anyway, but it is what it is. But I'm going to pose you all a question out there. And that reminds me, I need to put out, and I'll probably do that tomorrow, the new topic for the week. So let's go down this road here just a little bit. If you all would like to have, if you all would prefer a alien encounter over going to war, would you? Which one would you like to have and why? Make your comments below or in chat while we're live. But if you all are seeing this later on the replay, comment and let us know what you really think of aliens and are we alone? And if we are not alone, are they more intelligent than us? I mean, we could go into all kinds of different directions on that topic.
Well, if they are intelligent enough to have a spacecraft that can travel through space all the way to us, I would say yes.
Right. Oh, I think we got. My personal belief is I think we have the technology. We're just not being shared to the average American people. We've had that technology since the 1950s. In my personal opinion, anyway. But you never can tell. So
Right?
I pose a question to you there, Anita. Which would you rather have? Alien encounter or with war crap that we're kind of getting ready to go into anyway?
Alien encounter.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would say that, quite honestly. But on the flip side of all this, can you imagine what the stock market would really fucking free fall if, say, an alien landed on the footsteps of Washington, D.C. and started saying, I want to talk to your president?
Who's to
Sell,
say they'd
sell,
land here,
sell.
though?
Sell, sell, and give me the money because it's the end of the world. Give me the money.
Right?
Oh, man. Okay. I'm being a little silly here, I know. Just trying to keep the chat and everybody entertained that keeps popping in and out. Because I've noticed there's little spikes here and there. So I want to welcome everybody that has been popping in and out. If you're coming back during the rebroadcast and you like what we're talking about, and you like the content I produce here, and you're not subscribed yet, what's wrong with you? Subscribe and hit that little notification button. Give me a thumbs up as well and share it with your friends. Oh, yes. Let's check Discord here real quick. Is anybody talking in Discord? Nope. Seems like it's pretty well dead today. Although I see there's a lot of people logged into the group. And see, we have Alma, we have Kaylee, we have Epi, we have Kat, Lily, and Taz, and Missabel all logged in. So if y'all are listening by any chance, wake up and come join the party. You still got a little bit more time. And in fact, if you come on down, I'll even go a little bit longer than what I originally planned to. I'm still looking at that little GIF you put up in the Discord. That's quite hilarious. What the hell is that? Is that a jail suit that he's got on? It's green stripes?
Something like that.
All right. Yeah,
Harold,
well,
share that picture of the beach I found last night.
oh, I'm sure you did.
Yes, I'm going to. Just general here.
Well, I'm going to see who all is awake in Discord. I swear. Okay.
One little corner of Turtle Beach.
That's very nice. So this is what you do with your time when I'm not around.
Yep.
You
I go and I flirt with sharks
uh-huh.
and the cute little octopus waders.
Uh-huh. Interesting. Interesting.
Kaylee's all like, I might be a bit drunk.
So what else has been going on with you? You enjoying
Not
your
too
weekend
much.
so far?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Some interesting pictures there, my dear.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, look at those claws on your hands, I'm telling you. Lord have mercy. Alrighty, my little TV ones. Everybody getting a little too quiet for my liking. So what how we should, maybe I'm getting tongue out here. What kind of topic do you want to end the show on tonight, my dear?
I don't know.
Brain part as she plays with the plate on her lap.
Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Sorry about that.
No, it's quite alright. I'm just giving you shit. Because you know if I didn't give you crap, you would think I didn't love you.
It was pretty good too.
Say it again.
That it was pretty tasty.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Except for, the huge chunks on the fat on the corned beef.
Right. Oh, Kaylee. Hello there, Kaylee. Sorry I did not see that. Just hope I didn't scare you completely off. If you want to come on down, Kaylee, you're more than welcome to. In fact, I'll go ahead and send you a teleport right now. Sorry that I missed your I am in world. I wasn't really paying attention. Where am I? I'm down here at the studio. Where are you? You're more than welcome, Kaylee. Come on.
Don't be shy.
We won't bite hard.
My dog doesn't bite.
Doobie doobie
Apparently,
doo.
does not like corned beef.
Oh, you're one of those that actually eat little whole corned beef and cabbage type stuff on St. Patrick's Day.
My roommate made it. Normally, I make it like before or after, but not necessarily
Right.
always on. But yeah, I do like corned beef and cabbage.
Hello, you two. I stuck outside.
Hello, come on in. Come on in.
I can't find a door. I stuck outside.
Oh, you're stuck outside.
I'll show her the way in.
Alrighty.
Oh, hello, Wolfie.
How
I
you
found
doing?
the door.
Oh, she went through the back door.
I was by the whatever wall that is.
So how's it going?
I'm doing really good. I'm like a glass and a half of wine down. So I'm a little
Yeah,
bit
I kind of figured that.
drunk. How are y'all doing?
We're doing all right.
Pretty good.
Good, good, good.
So what you been getting into?
But I won Cards Against Humanity tonight.
Oh, you did.
Hey, hey, hey. That's a lot of fun.
It was. We had game night at Caged Elegance.
I'm glad you had fun. What else you been getting
It was
into?
Nothing. You know me.
Yeah, I do. I know you. You're quiet, but kinky as crap.
Mostly I just sit at home, honestly, or I go to Mara's place and play against bots.
You still having anything to do with the caged elephant or whatever that club is called?
Yeah, that's where I was at playing games tonight.
How's everybody been down there?
I mean, they're good. Nobody really hangs out unless there's an event going on. And we had a meeting Monday. Yeah, Monday. Talking about things that changes to the sim and like changes to events and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And so one of them was a weekly game night, and so we had somebody hosted a game night tonight, so it was fun.
Well, that was cool. What kind of changes you got to the club and the events?
Well, they're talking about Tuesday nights. They read Masters of the
Oh, excuse me.
Shadowland, and they're talking about setting up part of the sim as like, I don't know, something from the book. I haven't listened to it because going and listening to erotic readings really is not my thing. I get bored. Like, I don't have the attention span for it. And
Well,
I'm
that's,
just being honest.
that's
I just don't.
oh, excuse me again. That's a little different than what you used to be like, anyway. You've grown,
I've
but
never
you're.
been one for just listening to erotic.
Oh yeah, you're
stories.
true. You're true. That's true. That's true.
Writing it, sure. Being a part of it, yeah. But just listening to somebody else read it, I get bored.
Okay, I can see that.
Um,
I
but
want
they're
to
talking about.
officially welcome you to the show. Now don't be getting shy on me now. This is a live feed coming on my YouTube channel. Say hello to everybody that might be tuning in.
Hi, everybody. You waited to tell me that until after I started talking because you knew I wouldn't talk.
Exactly.
And I will get you back for that later, Sir Jack.
Oh, I'm sure you'll try.
And if I wasn't drunk, this conversation would have already ended.
Yeah, I know that one too. So yeah.
Well, on the plus side, now it's recorded, so you'll be able to remember what you say in the morning.
Oh, no, because I won't listen to it. I have a rule about that. What Callie does when Callie is drunk stays with drunk Callie.
Oh, I have to remember that.
Plausible deniability.
I think that's shot.
Yeah, no, because now we got her officially on record.
Oh, mercy. Well, you've accomplished something no one else could.
Yeah, I know that. I feel proud of myself now. Ah, yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself taking advantage.
Hey, I haven't done anything to you now. Come on.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Remind me not to take any more teleports from you.
Oh, yeah, like you really take that many anyway. Like the hair color, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what else has been going on with you?
Oh gosh. Really and truly not much else. I hang out at home most of the time. You know, I went out the other day exploring to some
Wow.
of places that I used to go out and explore, but there's just not people like there used to be. I think we've kind of seen a shift where more people are just kind of hanging out on their home sims or whatever and not really hanging out in public places as much.
Yeah, I
It's
think.
roll.
Go ahead, Anita. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's probably because a lot of trolling.
Yeah. Well, and I've seen an influx in AFK sex places as well, where there's not that RP, there's not that interaction. And I've seen that over the last few years. Those have popped up more and more. And they're actually popping up in some of what used to be like RLV playgrounds now have sections completely dedicated to just that now.
Yeah, it's getting a little out of hand, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't understand it personally because if I just want to watch porn, I'm going to watch porn. Like, I'm not going to log into SL for it.
Right.
That's just my personal feels on it.
Oh, so you're an avid porn watcher, are you?
I'll be telling all of my secrets.
You just told on yourself there, dear.
I never said I was an avid porn watcher. I just said if I was going to watch porn. I mean, let's be real. AFK sex places, it's basically the same thing. You're basically watching anime or cartoon porn
Yeah, I had to
because
agree
there's
with
no
you there.
interaction.
Right. What are your thoughts on that, Anita? Baby girl.
It sounds a little boring to me. I mean, there's nothing to it. There's not even any sound.
Well, and a lot of furniture has added sound bites.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then there's a lot of places now that are Lovense enabled, so it controls your toy or it controls the person's toy, but there's no RP, there's no
Right. That's getting at.
yeah, there's no interaction as far as that goes. It
I mean,
just to me seems pointless.
Even if it was Lumens, which I have, so I kind of get that, but there's no response. It's like doing a corpse, basically.
Wow. Okay.
I agree, and I don't know if y'all remember or if either of you were even into it, but back in the day, the Sin Kidnapper HUD used to be a big thing. And I did that for a while, but I got really tired back then. You would get kidnapped by people that were what I call pose ball hoppers or switchers. That's all they wanted to do was just flip through the menu.
Right.
And I'm like, I can't, I'm sorry, that doesn't interest me. I'm not here to watch your avatar go through different poses. I need the written word. I need to RP stuff out.
Exactly. You know, it's amazing that people have lost their ability to, how can I put it? They lost the ability to interact with people in a lot of ways. Their imaginations have gone out the damn window. Be creative. Come up with a great line. Get me interacting with you on an RP level, and there's no telling what you might encounter as far as the storyline is concerned. But they're not really looking for that anymore.
Well, Sir Jack, I don't think it's so much. I think people have gotten lazier.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Their imagination's gone out the window because they don't want to apply themselves.
Exactly. And I will 100% admit it has been years since I've done any type of ongoing storyline, right? Like, I haven't come up with a base character. I haven't had a running storyline because I just can't put in the time and effort that goes into it, anymore. But I remember back in the day, I had a couple of people that I would RP with, and we would only RP for a couple of hours, but then we would save that story where we were at, and the next time we got together and we both had a little bit of time, we would pick up where we left off and we would continue that story. And you were basically writing a book with a co-author, and that to me is what it's what kept me in SL.
Oh, years and years ago, me and you wrote quite a bit of stories like that, especially our time back in Gore. Remember how hardcore that RP used to be back in Gore?
Oh, yeah.
Now it's more like, pew pew, I got you, yeah.
So many Gorean sims have closed. A lot of the GE sims have closed.
Right.
There's still a few by the book sims, but there's not that RP. People will sit around and they just talk OOCly. They're not building their storylines. Even my dad's sim, Callie's SL dad runs a Korean city. That's what Cal did for a few years. Even them, they're just not doing the RP like they used to.
So you really think that people just gotten lazy and it's just not lack of imagination?
Oh, 100% laziness. 100%. That is the reason for AFK places. They don't want to put forth the effort. They don't want to have to be involved and what is the word that I'm thinking of here?
They don't want to have to talk to somebody before they fuck them.
Well, yeah, but not even that, because you can go to escort places and not have to talk and just basically have sex. They just expect RP. They don't want to have to put in the thought and time that it takes, because it takes, if an RP is done properly, even let's just assume that both people are one-liners. You're looking at a scene.
Welcome. Haven't seen you in a while.
Hi.
How you been?
Hi, hon.
How you doing?
Sick.
Oh no.
I'm okay.
You been sick?
How are you, Shug? Yeah. How you doing, Shug?
Doing all right. What in the
Wicked
world you got?
Avi.
What in the world do you got flying around your head?
My butterfly.
Ah, okay. Well, welcome to the show. Have your seat.
Okay, hon.
Alrighty, we were talking about AFK such places and the lack of creativity and role playing nowadays. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, there's a lot of people that don't have it, or they do, and they try to make this all real. And when you have a real life of your own, that's kind of hard.
Right.
Then they get pissy. Then they get pissy about it.
Oh yeah, I've encountered that throughout the years quite a bit. Anita, chime on in, and Kelly, chime on in anytime you want.
People do get pissy, but they also don't want to put in the time and the effort required.
True.
Yep, very true.
Well,
I mean,
and
if they knew you well enough, then they know you either have a mate, husband, so forth.
but there's a difference between a one-off RP and building a relationship with someone. And what I'm seeing a lot of is, yeah, okay, the relationship side of things have changed a lot, especially with the addition to love ins and stuff like that. A lot of people have shied, or have not really shied away, but moved away from actual RP in their relationships, where you RP a scene and you actually use your imaginations and you know, build something there to here, I'm going to click the button and we're just going to do this and be over with.
Oh yeah.
You run
So
into
that
that
has
a
been a
lot.
shift.
There's a place I went there, and that's all they did, and it's like, I really don't care to hear this. If you're gonna do it, go do it in private.
Well, and even places like Dirty
Huh?
Talk has adapted the Lovense tip jars
I
now.
don't have
Yeah,
it.
they have.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and you know, they still do like their spankathons and stuff like that, but they've adapted the Lovense tip jars, and more stripper type places and stuff like that. You know, I remember, I mean, Sir Jack, you and I have been around for a while. Uh,
You're right.
I remember back in the day when it was all text escorts, right? You had your strippers, and then you had those that were willing to do more and do text escort. Well, that shifted over the years to voice escort, which has now shifted to Lovense escort. So it's
Right.
just an evolution, I think.
Now, I'm gonna have to put this out there so everybody knows, where we're at. This is all being broadcast live on YouTube right now, so let's kind of shift a little bit away from the actual words, using words of escorting and all that. Just say, well, they like to love, okay? Cause I don't want to get, cause I don't want to get slapped by YouTube. You know what I mean?
They like to play.
Yeah, that's it. They like to play. We can go with that one. No, but and that's another thing that reason why Second Life has such a bad reputation. People assume that that's what it's all about is the sex side of roleplay.
I would like your hair, by the way. Kaylee?
Thank you. Well, and it's not. If you get into actual role plays, how many times did we role play cooking meals, gardening?
That's what
Um,
that's what a lot of the Gorian was all about. Unless you got captured.
yeah. Well, even then, even through Capture RP, I can't tell you how many times I cooked a meal for people, poisoned an entire camp once.
Yeah, I remember those. I remember those. Yeah.
It was purely accidental, mind you.
Yeah.
My
Right.
character didn't know
Sure.
how to cook. No, legitimately, my character didn't know how to cook. They insisted she cook for them, and they all ended up sick. That was not her fault. But there's a lot out there, you know. I enjoy riding horses and just going and looking at Sims. There are gardens. SL has tons of really nice gardens that you can just walk through that are really nicely done, that are
Mhm.
quiet and peaceful, with places to, you know, cuddle and places to dance, and nothing naughty whatsoever at these places. You have zoos. I went a while back to a zoo and walked around. I had a great time. It was amazing to see the detail that these creators have put into making everything as realistic as possible. Amusement parks, same thing. Going to these amusement parks and seeing these rides and
Right.
the atmosphere, it's just amazing. There's a lot out there to do if people will just do it.
You know, see, everybody thinks it's just all about sex role play. And we know that it's not. I mean, come on. It's like what you were saying. These creators out here that are developing these Sims, they're doing the great work. Nice, detailed. You should really spend some time more at places like that. Because eventually, if you're not going to support the Sims, they're going to eventually pack up and say, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? Then you're not going to have.
And in this day and age, we're seeing a lot of Sims close. A
Yeah.
lot of old Sims that have been around, 10 years are packing up now because they don't have the funds to keep open because they just don't have the support. People just aren't going to these places. And like I said, I think a lot of that comes from, people just kind of hanging out at home more.
Well, it's like they don't want to get out there and that's like creativity again, and just not wanting to apply themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Well, I had
especially.
somebody.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I had somebody yesterday. Me and stepping on toes and hurting people's feelings, but this person messages me and says that they're bored, and I said, listen, if you're bored in SL, you're doing something wrong because there is always something to see or do.
Right. I've said that on many a video, so yeah. But now you think about this for a moment. Eventually, you're going to have all these Sims close up. Then what are you going to do in Second Life? And I'll tell you something else too. The day they created Marketplace, and you've been able to shop, basically, it's like you're doing shopping online in your virtual world, and you're not having to go out to a store. Much like it is in the real world now. If you can buy the stuff off a marketplace, it's the same as ordering up something from Walmart or whatever, and you don't even have to leave your house. That has taken away the incentive to wanting to leave your house in a lot of cases and go places. If you had to actually go to a physical store in Second Life, you get out more, you meet more people, you become more interactive. But that's just my opinion.
Well, and a lot of stores have also done away with their in-world stores and are marketplace only. I discovered that one of my favorite jewelry stores, I went to go look at something. I had seen it on Marketplace, and I am one of those people that when I'm in the market for something, but I'm not really sure exactly what I want, I will look on Marketplace, but then I want to visit the physical store. I want to see it in world. Because the picture doesn't always look the same on Marketplace as it does on the display in world or whatever. So I'm one of those. I'm like, okay, let me go to the store. Let me see what they've got in world. And this store is completely gone now. It is Marketplace only, and I was very disappointed.
A lot of stores I used to like to go to have done that too, or they just basically gone out of business completely because they're not getting as much traffic or anything of that nature.
We've seen a lot of that too, and there's a lot of stores that are struggling because there are so many mesh shapes and bodies now.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have, your map for one body is not going to work for the next body, so you have to have all of that. And so you're seeing a lot of places are either only catering to certain ones, or they're just calling it quits after so many years.
It's a sign of the times, quite honestly. So, girls, what are your thoughts on that as well? Don't just let us sit there and take up all the airtime.
Well, personally, I shop a bit of both. If I find it on Marketplace, a lot of the times, especially if it's furniture, clothes, sometimes I'll, see it on Marketplace, but I want to go to the store and demo it to make sure it's going to fit properly.
Mm-hmm. And what about you? You're awful quiet over there. Evil, come on. Did we lose you? I think we lost her.
Maybe she's AFK or something.
Wouldn't that be
Or
the same
maybe
as
she's
losing?
lagging or frozen.
Maybe. Or she could be just sitting there listening and laughing her ass off.
That too.
Oh, but you know, the things about you can do here in Second Life are completely wonderful. You're only limited by your imagination, and sadly, a lot of people are allowing themselves to just become, well, like we said several times, lazy and not wanting to activate their imagination.
Or they don't think out of the box. SL is one of those places where you also have to think out of the box.
Oh, yeah.
You're looking to do something, you're looking to get out of the house and just have a good day out. Think about a garden. Go to a botanical garden. Go to an amusement park. You know, go places you wouldn't normally think to go, or that maybe you're not interested in real life. Explore them in SL. You never know what you're going to find.
Right.
Right. I went to I can't remember what it was called last night. But it wasn't really an amusement park, but it did have like a Ferris wheel. It had a lot of games though. Some of them didn't work because you couldn't res the objects to do it, like the dunk tank or the ring toss, but you could play the dart game and a few of the others without a problem. That was a lot of fun. And then they also had like a little bit of a ballroom, and they had like a diner there and a sandbox so you could actually open things as well. Had a couple little roach coaches. And then they also had a escape room. I got about halfway through it before I was just too tired to continue.
Wow.
I've done a couple of things like that, the escape rooms, and I enjoy like mini golf or putt-putt golf in SL. That's a lot of fun if you can get a group of people together. What is it? Mad P, I think is who it is that does all of the various games, and they usually have some type of game running. You know, where you go and get the HUD and you go along and follow the clues. We've done like a ghost hunt, and we did the Orient Express one year, and just it's a lot of fun to do that kind of stuff, especially if you can team up with a friend or whatever, because you're working together to accomplish something, and it can be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
You sound like you should be an event planner for the Cage Elephant. I'm sure they probably already talked to you about that.
No. I don't do stuff like that.
Like, I'm good. I'm done. Nope.
I will host once a week, and that's pretty much the extent of my ability.
Wow. Oh, come on now. We know you're shy a little bit, but come on. You gotta break out of that little hole a little bit every now and then. Become a
A
little more
little bit.
adventurous.
If you could see the color of my face right now, Sir Jack, a little bit would not even be on your vocabulary at the moment. I'm probably the color of a soda can.
Now why are you getting all
Depends on the
blushy?
type of soda.
Coke. A Coke can. A red Coke can.
Are you having
Oh,
fun?
mercy. Oh, I've been having fun all night, but I blame that on the wine.
Oh, so that's what you're gonna blame it on, huh? And not our company. Oh, I see how you're gonna be. Well, my little deviant ones, I want to kind of bring this show to an end. I've been live for almost 2 hours now. Hope you all have had a great time here at Jets World, and another episode of Table Talk has been in the episode. Getting tongue out here. Is in the books. If you're new to the channel and you like the content we produce here, click the subscribe button, hit that notifications, give us a thumbs up, and most of all, share it with your friends. Girls, would you all like to say something in closing?
Have a great St. Patty's Day. Luck with
With-
it.
Yep. I
It-
second that.
Isn't it technically already after midnight? So it's kind of like
Not
over
here.
with.
Not fair.
Here it's only 11.
Oh,
We got
okay.
another 3 hours to party here.
Alrighty, my little DB1s. Everybody have a great night, and I will see you on the flip side.